All right, I'm doing this again. I got dropped. Something was wrong. But anyways, we're making Chevapcice today. And what I have here is approximately 20 pounds. We have pork right here. We have deer meat right here, lean. We have lamb and we have beef. We're going to mix all this together in this pot right here. And then what we're going to do is add in onions. And we're going to add in garlic. Okay. And then what we're going to do is use 1 pack of these for each pound. So I was short. Thanks for telling me what to do, and I did it. I went and got more, and so we're going to be using these packs here. I'm going to calculate, but I think I have 22 pounds total. Hey, Olga. Hey, Mark. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to mix it in this pan right here, and then I'm going to put it in this little machine here. This is a multiple use purpose machine, and it's a 3 horsepower. It's a carnivore. It's a great unit. I don't like the fact that it's got plastic auger, okay, but I'm going to I'm going to mix it here. I'm not going to mix it there. I'm just going to make the sausages here. Hey, Paul. And I'm going to pop the sausages out here. I'm going to cut those sausages to fit. And I'm going to wash these right now. Now, this is the crazy part. I'm going to make them fit these, okay? So I'm hoping to get 5 to 7 sausages per large mouth. I'm going to wash these at high temperature. And then I'm going to use lids, special lids, those lids there. Okay. Once I have this made on the sausage machine, I'm going to cut them into pieces to fit that. And I'm going to come over to here in my oven, and I'm going to brown it so they don't stick together in the cans. I'm not cooking them. I'm just going to brown it and make them nice and brown. And, you know, I'm not going to cook them. Later on, if you take them out of the jars, you can cook them more if you want, okay? So then what I'm going to do is once I brown them, I got a new pressure cooker. Look at this bad boy. This thing's going to hold 24 quarts if I get to that point. And then I'm going to put this cap on it. Look how shiny that is. It's like a new bicycle. And I'm going to set this at 10 psi. And I hope that it fits over that stove. And I'm going to do it for 90 minutes. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is after 90 minutes, I'm going to let them cool. And then I'll have them in jars, these jars here, which will be hot when I put them in, okay? Right now, you can see I'm going to wash all these jars and the caps, and they will be good for 5 years. Now, last year I did this. I think I did 9 pounds, and they were gone within 2 months. That's how good they were. And some people say that maybe my mixture, throwing in the deer meat over here is going to make it too lean, because a lot of people make Chevapcice just with pork and beef. Well, I chose to up it up a bit with lamb, which I'll get my fat from the lamb, and I'll get my fat from some of this eggland, and we're going to use font. Okay, we're going to use, these are 1 per pound, and we're going to use these. We're going to mix it all in here. And then that's it. And then we'll cook it for 10 psi pounds, because we live in Cleveland. So 10 psi is what we need. And we're going to go for 90 minutes. So basically, the meat will be cooked in the jars in this pressure canner. And then once that's done, those cans will be canned meat. And those taste great. You can eat them right out of the jar, which I don't. I think you should heat them up. And if you want to make them darker and not as juicy, you just throw them onto the oven a little bit. Not to the oven, to the on your frying pan, and cook out some of the fat out of them a little bit more. They'll taste better. So we are going to. Hey, Olga, you saw what I'm doing. 20 pounds. So how many onions should I do, and how many of the garlic should I do? I like a lot of garlic. I'm a guy that eats 1 of these a day. I eat garlic with everything, so I like them a lot of garlicky. So you think 5 of those, or 6 of them, or 3 for this meat here, 20 to 22 pounds. And how many onions? 5? Or do I go, do all the onions? That might be too much, because that looks like a lot of onions. By the way, we're going to not chop them. We're going to, of course, I have another great toy, and I'll chop it in here. That way, I don't like knives. Knives are too sharp. I hate getting cut. So I'll dice it and chop it up right here. Do 1 onion for 3 pounds. All right. Thank you, Olga. So what we're going to do is we got 20 divided by 3, 7 onions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got enough here. 7 onions. And I'll do, how many garlics, Olga? I got all these garlics here. Olga is a professional chef, cook extraordinaire and has a bakery, so she knows. So let me know, Olga. 1 garlic to 3, all right, pounds. So we're talking, wow, 3 pounds. So 7 of these, 7 garlics, full garlics, not garlic cloves, right? We're talking full garlics, right? This is 1 garlic, not 7 of these, right? So 7, this and this, basically, these will go in there, and these 2 will go in there, and then this stuff will be left over. All right. So we're going to start this process here. It looks like a lot of equipment to make a couple sausages, but I'm an extremist. And cloves. All right, how many cloves? Olga says put some cloves in there. So I've got cloves in here. Yes, we have cloves. I'll just have to look for them. And so Olga's going to tell me how many cloves. Oh, not the whole head of garlic? Just 7 pieces? Oh. Okay, so we're going to lower the garlic. That would be too much. So I'll check out these notes. Thanks for coming on. And me, my kitchen, and my toys are going to get to work. And later on, I probably won't show you the whole process, but I might show you what they look like at the end in the jars. Thanks for coming on. All right. So I'm going to do 2 videos, one halfway in between. So basically what we're doing here is we're stuffing the meat into the sausage machine. Okay, and then this is difficult because I'm trying to stuff and make sausages, and so this is what they look like. And I figured out the quick way of doing it is the pizza method, because I could just spin it and cut, right? And I could cut this whole thing pretty quickly. And those are Chevapcices. Then I put them into these 2 pans here, and then I'll do 1 pan. I do them like a minute apart. That way I don't kill myself. I can only work with 2 pans, and I brown them. So I brown one side, brown the other, and I try not to make them. Notice, last year I made these, roll these by myself. It would take me all day to do this, and I could do this in minutes. And it's amazing how fast when you have the right tools. So then what I'll do then is, now that they're in these pans, I'll brown them because I want them to look good. And this is what they look like. A little browned up. They look like they're barbecued, whatever, and they won't stick. So that's probably like, I don't know, maybe 5 quarts or 6 quarts. And I'm getting 8, between 7 and 9 per can. And then here we go. This is what they look like in the cans. Okay, so this would be a meal, 1 meal for 2. Okay, it'll last 5 years in this. And then we're going to put, I cooked up and heated up my tops. They're all sterilized. They're all clean. Those are going to go on top. And then I'm going to, like I said, they're going to eventually make it in the pressure cooker, my brand new spanking one. And I should get 22 or 24 quarts in this one. And I'm going to go for, I'm going to go 10 pounds for 90 minutes. I might cut it to 80 minutes because I've done some pre-cooking here. And all my jars, of course, are sterilized and hot. But I'm not going to cook it hot. You can see how they're getting cold. It's almost impossible to do it hot when you try to do this kind of capacity. So it takes a little bit longer. Anyway, so this is the second video, and I'll do one more video during the pressure cooking, or maybe not. I'll just do a video at the end. So thanks for coming on, and you can see how I started this process, the video prior to this. Thanks for coming on. Hey, Jeff. Okay, I'm doing this again, last time. This is the final product, and it was in for 90 minutes. This is what they look like when they come out. This is one that comes right out, and it basically, you eat them with onion. It's kind of like, it tastes good. It's not like right off the grill. Then I took these and put these on a pan fry for about 2 minutes to get them a little bit darker. And these get a little more crunchy. They're very, juicy. All right, they taste like Chevapcici. Obviously, if you cook them on the grill, they're probably going to taste better, right? Everything on the grill is always better. But this is going to last in these jars up to 5 years, and it won't, because we'll probably eat them. You don't have to refrigerate this. You don't have to freeze this, okay? And this is the juice that was left over. You could probably use this juice if you want. It's got 4 types of meat in it. You can put it in soup, whatever, or just throw it out. And so that was my first batch. That's how much the pressure cooker can hold. That's quite a bit of quarts. And each one of these has 7 to 9 links. Like 7 to 9 of these. So each one of these is probably, I would say, good enough for 2 people, you know, sparse eating. To eat a whole one would be a lot, because it's probably half a pound to 3/4 of a pound, which is a lot. And so each one of these is a serving for 2. Now, if you want to eat it 1 serving, you can. And it took for me to make those darker and a little more crispier. I put them on the oven, or I'm sorry, in a frying pan for approximately a minute. Okay, so within 1 minute, you could have Chevapcici. Okay, I'm doing one more batch right here. You can see, and this one here has got quarts. So these have 15 to 18 links in them for like more people, and so there's only, I think, 8 quarts left in here. So I think I did 300 to 350 links today, and I'm going to do this at 10 psi, and I'm going to do it for 90 minutes. So basically, I clean up my kitchen a little bit. It's a lot cleaner than it was before. I put away a lot of stuff. And these are Chevapcici, pressure cooked in a can. And you don't have to refrigerate these, freeze these. They're instant meals. I mean, I don't recommend eating them cold, because once they dry, there'll be some grease in there, so you probably want to throw them in the pan. But you're only talking a minute or 2, and you're done. So I made 3 videos from the beginning to the middle, and then this is the end one. So check them out. And sorry for redoing this one 3 times, but Facebook kept dropping me. Thanks for coming on.